Hello, so today I'm going to talk you through Google Classroom using an Apple device. So I'm using an iPhone XR, but it looks very similar on other iPhones. I will do other videos for Windows and for Android users. Okay, so you can see I'm just going to record the screen here, and you can see the first thing you need to do is to open up the App Store and type Google Classroom. It will come up, so you can just type on the search bar, and it should look like this icon here. You can see I'd already downloaded it, so it was a bit quicker. So this takes a little while, but of course it's better if you're on Wi-Fi, it's quicker. Once it's downloaded, you'll need two things from me, which is your username and login, username and password, which I have sent, and it is on the portfolios. So find where it is, and it's here. Is that icon still again? And load it. Now it says get started, nice and easy. Now it gives you a lot of choice here. This is if you've already signed into a Google account of some description. If you haven't, there's a choice for add another, and then you'll need your email address that I've sent you, and then subsequently your password after you press next. I've obviously already signed in, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click on my sign-in name that I would like to use. I would always click allow at this point so that you can be notified if I've added anything to the classroom, any work that needs handling in, things like that. So you can see this is our classroom, Elm class, and obviously your class will be might have a different name. You can see here this is called the stream, and you can see at the bottom, and essentially this is just done in chronological order as it's been added to your class. It's nice and easy if you keep up to date, but if you haven't and you haven't been on for a little while, or a teacher has put lots of different lessons on in one go, it might be easier for you to go over to something called Classwork, which hopefully my glamorous assistant on this app, yep, there we go. So you can see at the moment we've got homework and other tasks, but if we go on to lockdown, we'll have maths, English and foundation in this area as well. You can see that the greyed out areas are things I've already completed. So we're looking at the green area here, homework test, because that's the next thing to be done. So if you click on it, you'll see up here you would have a description of what to do. For example, write out or learn these spellings. Here I've just put homework test, but it would all be up there. And here is an attachment. So any attachment that have been sent with the piece of work are there. So there might be YouTube clips. This one is.
Ever tried cheese from trees?
Hey, skip button.
You can see that this is, you'll get adverts, but the child can listen and learn through assorted clips. So you can then get rid of that. And then at the bottom here, you'll see an area that says your work with a little arrow. And if you click on there, bear with me. There we go. You can see I've also uploaded a document there, like a worksheet that your child can have. So you can zoom into it on this screen so you can get your words out if you'd like to do it in on paper. You've also got a choice at the top. There's the little pen tool, which I'll talk about in a second. Obviously, it's very limited because my worksheet is nice big, so I wouldn't recommend this pen tool. I wouldn't recommend that. That's like a markup, so you can draw on it, but that's not very useful. What I would find useful is this tool here. If you click on this tool here, it will open up if you've downloaded the Google Drive. I'm actually accessing it through a different account, so I've had to change my account here. That's all that's happened. So if you've only got one account, it will open in the correct account. Then I can open this and you can see I've now got the further option of being able to edit this document. And it comes up, if you click on an area, click on a box, it comes up and you're able to type. You're able to go at your own speed and work through these. When you're done, on the top corner there's a little tick sign and you can tick that and it will save it into your Google Drive area. Yeah, and then you can click on the back arrow which was just there and you can close down Google Documents and Google Drive and go into the classroom which you can see here. At this point you can add attachment and go to the Google Drive section and then find it within your folder on Google Drive. Mine's a bit more complicated because I've got multiple classes. So you find your work and click it, and as it loads, it says at the bottom, it comes up here. Then simply press hand in. You'll hand in 2 documents, lovely, hand in, done, and that loads. Once it gets to this screen, you've got an option to unsubmit. Now that's, if you look at it again and think, oh my goodness, I've made an error, which actually I have in this case. So I've done the homework AE and assigned it into homework EE, so it's different week's homework. So I can now unsubmit and I can get rid of this AE homework. It removes, and I can link the correct document like I was meant to in the first place. So you find the right one. I would recommend renaming them because it can get confusing, as you can see. And once it's loaded, it shows at the top. Once it's loaded, click hand in. Done. You're done. At this point, if you go back to the main screen through the arrows at the top, you'll see it's greyed out because I've done that. And if I've got other green areas, I can focus on those. Okay, that's it. I hope that's been useful. Any questions, don't hesitate to get hold of me.